Great, welcome. I'm going to take you through a set of slides. So I know you're driving, so you can just listen in. This will be available after with Nick. He can email the slide deck if you wanted to see the slides. But I'm hopefully going to hit as much information as I can, and then I'll just open it up to questions if you have any questions. So let me just see here. Okay, perfect. All right, yeah, that's great, Amanita. You can always just type in the chat there if you have any things you want to ask. Okay, here we go. I just got to figure out how to, I haven't done it off of Canva before. This is new. Present. There we go. Present or view, present full screen. There we go. Okay, can you see my PowerPoint? Someone want to unmute and let me know?
Yep, we can.
Perfect. Thanks, Lisa. Awesome. Okay. So our 200-hour yoga teacher training is called Seek the Truth. And this program is all about that question, who am I? And the seeking the truth of the 200-hour is all an inward turning journey. The 300-hour program is after the 200-hour. That program is all about being at cause for your life. And who am I being that this is showing up in my life? So it's taking pretty radical responsibility for your relationships and your life. And obviously you learn advanced, teaching techniques. And obviously in the 200-hour, you learn how to be a yoga teacher. But what is important when you're looking at yoga teacher trainings, I just encourage you to, if you're looking at other teacher trainings too, is to find out what the emphasis is on the program. Because as a 200-hour yoga teacher training facilitator, I've been doing this for over 20 years now. I find that we have such, it sounds like a lot of time, but it really isn't. So in 200 hours, I have to pick what is the most important things that I want to share with you through our facilitator team. And the PYC teacher training program, Seek the Truth, we emphasize embodied learning. So you're going to learn how to teach yoga. You will come out of here confident. You'll have your voice. You'll feel empowered to teach a 60-minute flow to anyone, anywhere. And the part that what we're known for, what PYC is really known for, is the collaborative community piece that you get. So the self empowerment work, I love, that's my passion. It's called ontological study of being, and that really is this whole program is who am I. So the inward reflection is yoga, is figuring out who am I, what's my purpose on this planet, and how can I live my dharma, how can I live my purpose, and really feel fulfilled in my life. So that's in a nutshell what we're going to do in our 200-hour teacher training. So that's me. That's us in Nicaragua there on the left. And this was at our summit most recently, a PYC summit where we bring our whole community together and we flow and meditate together. And I've been doing this for about 20 years or so, a bit longer now. And I am blessed to be living like this. I love what I do. I love teaching yoga. I have a 15-year-old son who's been here the whole time. And he grew up at yoga studios. And I have a little fur baby named Poppy. She's around somewhere. You'll probably hear her trying to make me throw her ball. And I am the co-founder of Power Yoga Canada and Power Yoga Collective. So we started Power Yoga Canada in 2009. And 2.5 years ago, my business partner Pauline and I moved to Cleveland, and that's where I'm situated right now. And we opened a studio here, and now we actually have a few studios here in the US, one in New York, and 3 here in Cleveland. And we are just about to expand a little bit more out into the US and across Canada, hopefully. So we are just 2 moms who wanted to share this practice that changed our lives. Like yoga has changed my life, and it's not an ending work. I'm in the work always of trying to live more authentically and be a better person and leave an imprint on this planet, hopefully, of I don't know, leaving people feeling lighter and happier and empowered. So the work is never done. But I am the director of the teacher trainings, and I love leading teacher training programs. It's my absolute favorite thing, and for the reason being is I really get to be in the process with you. So that's really important to me as facilitator, that you feel that we are in it together, that there's a vulnerability of humanness, and every time I get to lead a teacher training program, I get to go through it again myself. So I feel like I'm a forever student. I feel like that's really important for us all to remember, that we're always learning. I mean, my 15-year-old's been my biggest teacher. I'm always in like, Kinndli, you've got tools for this. Stop reacting to your 15-year-old, who's frontal lobe, has not developed yet, and all the hormones raging. But so that's me in a nutshell. And here's what we stand for. These are our core values at PYC: speaking straight, listening generously, honoring commitments, being for each other, acknowledgments and appreciation, and diversity and belonging. And oh, I love these people there. And our mission statement is empowering communities in action. And we happen to do that through hot, sweaty yoga. And we live through these core values in our programs, especially through the teacher training and our energy exchange program and our collective crew program in the United States. Those are our volunteer programs that help run our studios. So maybe you are an energy exchange or a collective crew, but those programs, we hope to infuse these core values so that you go out into your lives and empower your communities, your family, your community at work, your community at church, your community from school, whatever the people you're around. We hope that these core values that you take off your mat and out of PYC and into your life. That's really important to us, that you are empowered to live your best life in your community and that you're doing it in action. Why should you do this? Here's a live video from our winter teacher training last year, and that is one of our teachers doing practice teaching to the whole room. Why should you do this program? Oh gosh, that one's like, there's just lots of reasons why you should do our program, but you will gain lifetime friends. I know that sounds a little corny, but as an adult, it can be hard to make friends. And when you go through this process, the vulnerability of connection through sharing, through just supporting each other, acknowledging each other, it creates this new way of communicating that we just don't really get a chance. That I haven't experienced that since I was young. And even when I was young, I feel, we could be mean in those years. That there's something that you learn in this program that will change and impact all your relationships. At the end of the program, we do a list of like, what did you get? What did you get from this teacher training program? And I'll tell you, the first 5, at least, on everyone's list are things that don't even have to do with teaching yoga. Like, oh, I healed a relationship with a friend who I haven't spoke to in 10 years. I found my voice. I feel clear on, my purpose and my creative self. I'm expressing myself in a way I haven't expressed myself since I was young. Things like that is what we most awaken in our 200-hour yoga teacher training program. Are we getting tired of looking at these butts? Like, maybe I'll change this video so we're just not looking at bums the whole time. What else do I want to say about why you should do this training? You'll meet people of like-minded ilk that empower you, awake your soul, and are literally out there for your best self. They want you to grow. You get peer-to-peer feedback. You get feedback from the facilitator team in a way that is only for your growth, right? It's not good or bad feedback. It's just we see the potential and we try to pull it out of you. Why you should do this program is because we are tried and tested and true at cultivating powerful teachers. We actually teach you how to teach, and you start on day one. So you start teaching on day one. It's really important to me that you learn through mastery by doing. I don't want you to come out sounding like anybody else. I want you to come out and sound like you. So we help you find your voice and help you take this ancient practice of yoga, 1,000-year-old, 3,000-year-old practice of yoga, and harness it through your vessel, harness it through your life experiences, harness it through your looking. What do you see? So you will find your voice and you will be able to teach. And yeah, hopefully those are good reasons to do this training. And there's 3 ways to transform. There's 3 ways to become a yoga teacher with us. The winter teacher training has already begun, and that one is in Oakville, and it's every winter over 4 months. It's a couple, like every other weekend, about 7 weekends, and every Wednesday night. We are running a fall program this year. It's a new 200-hour program. It's just not on my slide deck here. We're just confirming dates, and that one will be an American program based out of Pound Ridge, New York. So it's just north of New York City, about 75 minutes north of New York City. And it will also be available hybrid, so you could do that one on Zoom. The winter program is hybrid too, so it's in person and online. Now, the spring training coming up in Nicaragua and the summer teacher training coming up, these are not hybrid. These are fully in person, and that's the only offering that we have for those 2 programs. And those 2 programs are 10-day intensives. So the winter one and the fall program are weekends. The spring and the summer are 10-day intensive. We do all of our embodied learning while we're together. There is pre-work and post-work that you'll have to do with the spring and summer program, some videos, some self-led hours that you'll do. You'll watch videos, answer questions, that kind of stuff, write papers, that you're doing that all that work on your own time and at your own pace. You've got a lot of time to be able to do that work. There's no like time crunch. We do usually give like okay, send your post-work in by this date, but that's just to give people something to put a stamp on what day they want to have it done. But in all, if someone can't get their work done in that period of time, we certify people years later. If you do the program and you just want to spread out the coursework a little bit longer, the self-led coursework, you can do that longer. The spring and the summer 10-day intensive programs have a special place in my heart. I love the experience of taking yourself out of your life. And it's not a retreat, it's intensive. We're there for 10 days and we do a lot of hours of the training. You're getting a lot of time, and we're squeezing in a ton of embodied learning. So it's not totally chill. And you will have a lot of time to rest. There is downtime, especially in Nicaragua on the beach. We actually do a silent meditative walk every morning on the beach. It's stunning. The place we have in Nicaragua is, I haven't been able to find anything like it anywhere else in the world yet. It's so secluded. It's like we're the only people on the beach for kilometers and kilometers. It's just beautiful. Every once in a while you see some surfers, and once in a blue moon a local, but it's just this very secluded, beautiful place. I love the intensive program as a learning style. It's not for everybody. Some people like the winter weekend program or the fall winter program because it's spread out. But if you like the idea of turning your life off for 10 days, there's something about day 5 that, like clockwork, every program, something clicks. It's almost like it takes about 4 days or so for people to kind of like work through their life of what they've left behind and finally arrive. Day 5, there's always a magical clicking where the group just gets it and it starts to feel like a snowball effect. Like it starts to pick up momentum and energy and lightness and fun, and it's pretty magical, taking yourself out of your life and being fed delicious, healthy food, meditating every day, practicing yoga multiple times a day, and just taking yourself out of all the stressors of your life and allowing yourself to reset your nervous system, being in nature. That is the room that we're in Nicaragua there. It's literally outside. So you're only inside when you sleep in your little cabin at night. We're outside all day long. It's just beautiful. Okay, so Nicaragua is coming up. That's April 15th. It's 10 days. And then the summer intensive is the same. It's this great retreat center. We've been going here for years. It's just north of Toronto, north of Barrie in Wybridge, Ontario. And it's the same thing. It's 10-day intensive. And the people who own this place, Liz, she is the most amazing chef. And the food is phenomenal. She has a cookbook I've tried to make her recipes. It's so, so good. I don't know why I keep talking about food, but I feel like it's important. You are what you eat. And the food is phenomenal at both of these places. Oh, you've been to Sugar Ridge. Amazing, Lisa, right? Liz is amazing. Okay, what else do I want to say about? So the deciding of like what program is best for you between a winter, like a weekend program or an intensive program is really dependent on yourself. Um, I I love the intensive also for the work of the soul, the work of the who am I, the work of that ontological piece is that because we're together, I get to keep peeling away more layers every day, another layer, and we you just stay in it. The winter program, we still do the same work, but because you're going back into your life and then for 2 weeks and then you come back, there's something of like you getting pulled back in to your life that kind of pulls people out of the work and then I have to get them back into the headspace of where we left off and then get going in. It's still an amazing program and all the ontological work works, but there's something about the intensive, taking yourself out of your life, fully just like horse blinders. I'm just going to concentrate on me for 10 days. I'm just going to eat healthy food and breathe and my nervous system, let it reset to nature and the waves, the sound of the waves in Shavasana are crazy. Um, it's just special. So I highly recommend if you can come to Nicaragua or Sugar Ridge in the summer, 10-day intensive. It's amazing. Okay. Oh, there's a picture. That was us in Nicaragua last April. And we have, I'm just showing you some of our team. We do have different teams that come on the trainings. We have so many amazing facilitators that I rotate them. So in Nicaragua, we have Johanna, myself, Allison, and Debbie Smith. Allison owns Sudbury and Debbie owns Oshawa. So you've got two owners. Johanna is an amazing community member, master facilitator. She works for Lululemon and she leads all trainings for Lululemon. So she's just an amazing at facilitation. And oh, and she's our anatomy guru. So she comes and like obsesses about the body and you learn so much from her. You'll see a lot of these faces in some of the modules that you'll do pre-program, like the videos. Monica does our Hindu gods, our yoga history. Jack's in that picture. She does all of our chakras. So you will get to know a lot of our facilitators. And it's really important to me that you have lots of voices, that you hear different voices. We also have, I think we've got one or two graduates of this program who are coming back and returning to do Life on Team, which is a program within the program where they learn how to hold the container and assist the program and how to facilitate too. So you might have a couple of those assistants in this program too. We're just ironing out the people who are coming. This is a picture of our Oakville studio. That's during one of our winter programs. We do 3 things every day in whatever program and whatever location. We always do Asana, Dhyana, and Niyama. We always flow, we move our bodies, and we always meditate in some way, whether it's a moving meditation or a walking meditation or a seated meditation. And we always do inquiry. We always journal at some point, share with a partner, share with the whole group. So these 3 practices are present in every day. And if you're worried about the intensive and doing yoga multiple times a day and hours a day, know that I'm and the team, we're watching you and making sure that you're getting enough sleep, making sure you're getting enough rest. So there's ways that we modulate the days. If you need more rest, we break earlier. If you need a longer break on the beach, we spend more time on the break. Or if you want to go surfing, like we do, we make sure that there's time for you to rest so that you're getting the most out of the program. Okay. Our program is Yoga Alliance certified, and we are also now part of the American Yoga Council, and it's also called the Global Yoga Council. It's similar to Yoga Alliance. They're both registries, and they are places where you can register yourself after you are certified, after you get the certificate from PYC. And those are, like, again, they're just registries, but they're known around the world. They're globally known. Now, you don't have to register with Yoga Alliance or the Global Yoga Council. If you are working out in the world, like say you want to go get a job at the Peel Peel board and work for the city of Peel, they will probably ask you for your Yoga Alliance certificate. Even though you have your PYC certificate, some places use that thinking that it's like a validation of your certificate. So just so you know, you will be validated through Yoga Alliance. You can just apply for it. And what that looks like is just literally uploading the certificate you get from us and then paying a fee. I don't know, maybe $100 a year. It's something like that. But if you teach at PYC, you don't need to get registered at Yoga Alliance. We don't have our team do that extra payment to them. But we are registered. So our school has been validated with Yoga Alliance and the Global Yoga Council and the American Yoga Council for years now. And third thing is the PYC at home. So we have an online platform that Nick will share with you when you register. And it's an on-demand platform. So we have tons of yoga in there, pre-recorded classes from 3 of our studios. One of them is Sudbury, Oakville, and Burlington. We record classes. And then you can practice there from whenever you sign up. You have access to that. And I think it's for months and months and months after the program is done, so that you can just kind of get your feet wet, especially if you're not near a studio. I'm not sure where you all are from, but you can go in there, and there's also different challenges and different programs and meditations and things in there. So you get access to the on-demand. And what else do I want to say about the program perks? Oh, you get our manual. I don't have it near me right now, but one of the perks of COVID was that I redid our teacher training manual and added like 200 pages. So you get this really beautiful manual, and you also get a PDF version of it. So you get a physical manual and you get the PDF version. And now what goes hand in hand with the manual is this book that I just wrote too. Actually, during COVID, I wrote a book, and this is our yoga book, and it has all the asanas in it and all the breakdowns of the poses. So that works hand in hand. It's called the Power Yoga Handbook. That works hand in hand with your manual that you will get. Okay, so often questions that I get asked are, okay, where can I teach and what can I do with this after I graduate? So some people take our training, and especially our PYC training, because they just want to delve deeper into themselves. Maybe you've been taking care of other people your whole life, and this is the first thing you've done for yourself. So sometimes we get people like that who really just want to come and immerse themselves in the beautiful practices of yoga for themselves, for self-development. And we do actually get a good chunk of people who do that. Some people want to actually teach when they come out, and if that's you, if you want to open a yoga studio, we will hold your hand post teacher training as best as we can to keep you teaching. So we have karma classes and community classes at most of our yoga studios. Those are classes that are offered either for free or for $5, or like a small minimal amount to the community. And all of our new teachers teach those. So you have opportunities to teach at our yoga studios through those classes. You can then move on to the sub list at yoga studios and hopefully get on to the schedule. The easiest way to get on the schedule is just to be around. Like, just come to the auditions, come to the practice teaching, go and take a lot of classes at your studio, just get known. And that usually organically happens, if you're ready and the spot opens up, and then you get on a schedule. Now, you don't have to teach just at PYC. We are accredited, that we accredit you to teach everywhere. You can teach at gyms, you can teach at other yoga studios, you can teach at Pilates studios, you can teach at CrossFit gyms and condos with kids, you can teach with adults, seniors, you can teach chair yoga. Like, you'll hopefully learn a way to adapt the practice and be able to teach in different populations. What else do I want to say about that? I think that's all for now. And then you could open a PYC studio. So the prerequisite to opening a studio is this program. So once you participate in the 200-hour program, then if you're interested in opening a studio, that would be the next avenue. You'd have some conversations about that. We are looking to expand in lots of different places in the US and in Canada. So get out there and shine bright and wake up people and change lives. Open up a PYC. We'd love to do that. We have lots of fun with our affiliate owners. I think we have 19 studios now. We just opened up Peterborough, out east side of Toronto, and we get together and just support each other. And it's really fun to be an entrepreneur with other people. It really is fun. So if you're ever thinking about opening a studio, we have a great time together. What else is possible? So after the 200 hour, I was talking about the 300 hour. That is a program that we run. It's also spread out over about 7 months or so. There's a mentorship program within the 300 hour program, and it's mastering the things that you got to tip your toes in the 200 hours. So we'll dip your toe in chakras. We'll dip your toe into the history of yoga, into anatomy, alignment, physiology. We'll dip your toe into like the way of being, that piece, ontological piece. We'll dip your toe in music, how to teach deep flow, how to teach those other styles of yoga. And then in the 300 hour, that's where you really hone in your skills and you master them. So we'll have like a whole weekend just on one thing. We just did a whole weekend last weekend on storytelling, storytelling through themes and through chakras and through the Hindu god stories. So that's like next level. You teach for a little bit and then you do the 300 hour. And then we've got a ton of continuing education modules, and these are also available at other studios and at Oakville. Those are things like kids yoga, chakra energy healing, meditation, and mindfulness. We have yin, restorative, trauma sensitive training, sup yoga, stand up paddleboard, corporate and private training. You can learn how to take this into working with privates and small groups like in offices. So we've got lots of continuing education modules for you. And then thirdly, we have our pivot coaching program. This is a life coaching program, and it is led by Pauline, and that's a book that Pauline wrote, and it's an awesome book. And you can learn how to be a life coach. And Pauline is amazing and phenomenal. And that's a great program if you are interested in doing that. Okay, next steps. You guys met Nick. If you haven't met him, that's what he looks like if you've just been talking to him. And his email is nick@poweryogacollective.com or nick@poweryogacanada.com. He answers both of those. And I'm going to open it up now for you to ask any questions, and know that Nick will be reaching out to you after this too to make sure that all your questions were answered and to see if you need any support. And Nick really holds your hand through the whole process of deciding. It's a big investment of time, of money. You have to get things organized. You have to get, work covered, babysitting. I know it's a huge commitment. I don't take that lightly. In when people show up, it's like, I know what you had to go through to get there. It's a big deal. So if you need to have more calls and have more questions answered, I'm available too. I answer all the emails at info@poweryogacollective.com and info@poweryogacanada.com. Yes, after 20 years, I still answer the emails. I'm a real hands-on entrepreneur. I love staying connected to all my students and people and friends. So there's Pauline and I. If you haven't met Pauline, that's the blonde one there. She's awesome. Okay, I think that's it. Does anyone have any questions? Did I answer everything?
Hi. Sorry, I was just trying to figure out how to unmute. Just a quick question about so I'm personally interested in the Nicaragua trip.
Okay.
What is the approximate age group of people that are already registered for that one, or how many people are already registered?
That one, Nick has all the numbers.
Okay, I can reach out to him as well. That's
Yes.
okay.
I think we're on 12 right now.
Okay.
That one is a smaller program. We usually cap it around 30. I think 28 or 30, I think is what that venue can hold.
Mhm.
Um, and the age range is different for each group, and yet it's expansive for each group. Like for example, the winter program I'm leading right now, we have I think there's like 43 people in the program, and there's a huge range of age. The youngest we've ever had was 15, and the oldest was probably around 77, I think was about, or
Oh,
70,
wow.
yeah, kind of that age range. But everyone in the program really level, you know, it's like everyone
Mm,
finds a way to be relatable and to see themselves in each other. Um, some programs I've had where it was like a younger cohort in that program, but they were always still peppered different ages. It's
okay.
really different. That program actually has a handful of men signed up already. One, two, three. We have three men signed up for that one. Sometimes the men male female ratio is different. There's
Mm,
always more women. Um, but sometimes they're like one program we only had one male, which was really strange. But usually there's a two or three men kind of representing. But yeah,
perfect. That's great. Thank you.
you're welcome. Any other questions for anyone?
Hi, this is Amanita. Hi, I
Hi.
can't seem to turn my camera on here, but
It's okay.
I did get the mic working. So thank you so much for all that information. That's really helpful. I am a yoga teacher,
Oh, nice.
and I've been going to the Burlington location for the last year. Absolutely have fallen in love with the studio and the community. But I'm between BC and Ontario. So my
Oh,
partner's
wow.
here, and I live more full time just outside of Vancouver. And I'm just really intrigued. I'm on the call because I wanted to learn more about like the structure of your 200 hour. But my question is more about sort of what you spoke to at the end with if I am interested in opening a PYC studio, and I've done more than 500 hours. I've done two separate 200 hours, and then I've been teaching for close to 20 years, and I've done a lot of teacher training. So do I still need to attend this as a prerequisite, as you mentioned?
Yes, 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 and we can talk more about that
Okay.
for sure with Pauline. And it's not it's about the culture piece. So the 200
Right.
hour is like it's like the initiation through the there's like a bottleneck experience of like okay, everyone's gone through that and has that feeling. But yeah, we could
Yeah.
definitely talk because we're developing some other concepts that might be coming into the works in 2027, where it would
Okay.
be like an intensive weekend um, of just the ontological piece of the program, that really that culture piece. But
Yeah.
as of right now, our communication is that yes, this, you know,
It's
yeah,
part of the culture. Yes.
yeah,
I that makes sense. Um,
and
I
we can talk about it too with
Yeah, yeah, and
Colin.
maybe I can. What's the best way if I did want to discuss with you, sort of like just more on that and possibilities and the business
Yeah.
standpoint? What's the best way to reach you?
You know, Pauline does all those conversations.
Pauline.
Yeah.
Okay.
I train people, she does affiliates. Um,
Okay.
so Pauline at poweryogacanada.com.
Okay.
and
Great.
and or just follow up with Nick because Nick will just loop you into a email with Pauline and
Okay.
get you guys on a call.
Wonderful. And do you do a 200-hour in one go? Like, do you do a 200-hour intensive?
Yeah, the Nicaragua and the summer one are.
Oh, those are both, and how long are those? They're 10 days each?
Exactly.
Oh, wow, that is intensive.
It is. Yeah, and we count even like the day one is the arrival day and day 10 is the
Yeah.
leaving day. So it's really an 8 day.
8-day, 200-hour teacher
Hmm.
training. Wow. Okay. That's where I was confused a little bit. I was like, oh, is it spread out? Is it two different like two intensive that make two
Or
intensives that
yeah,
make it up
those are individual, their own 200 hours. And then
their
there
own?
is, there's like a pre-program modules that you go through and there's pre-recorded um, uh,
Okay.
like go at your own pace recordings. And
Yep.
that would be probably really similar to stuff that you've already done. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that would be probably things you've already done. And then the piece together is really that culture.
Yeah.
learning lots of the fun stuff.
Okay, that makes more. So thank you for clarifying. That totally makes sense.
Great. Yeah, I mean, even the summer one up in Sugar Ridge, that would only be 10 days to have you come up.
Yeah, that changes everything. I was thinking like that's what I was trying to understand. Like, are we? I thought it was a combination of the weekends and two 10-day intensives that
Oh
make.
gosh, I'm so sorry. No, I'll have to make
No,
sure that slide is clear.
yeah, no, because mine, just because I'm relating to like the teacher trainings I did were both a month on like at an ashram or at the retreat. So
Amazing.
it was long, and I so that's great.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. I'll look forward to your email
Oh,
and I'll follow up with Nick just to make sure.
yes, for sure. And one more question. So, all of your then teachers, all teachers teaching at like a qualification to teach at PYC is this 200-hour teacher training.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I have questions around that too
Yeah.
when first opening, but
Yeah, we'll
I
talk.
will keep those for Pauline. Yeah.
Yes. So we've done this now in Pound Ridge in New York and in Cleveland where we opened where we didn't have enough PYC teachers trained. So we
Yes.
have other things in place to help speed up teachers who are already trained but not through PYC and then
Yep.
bring them in. So yeah, we've got some stuff to help
You
with that.
got things in them already happening. Okay, perfect. Thanks so
Awesome.
much.
Are you just outside of Vancouver, in one of the
I
suburbs?
I am. I'm in White Rock.
Nice. I lived
So
up
it's
there for a bit.
nice. Yeah, just a nice little seaside community,
Yes.
and we are really in need of like I just want to take PYC Burlington and just like
Oh,
transplant
I
it.
know. I love Annetta. She's the best.
So I love everything about it, and it's just been such a great experience.
Okay, amazing. Well, I'm excited. We'll definitely chat and we'll get you connected to Pauline.
For sure. Thank you. Thanks again. Have a great night. I'm still here. I'm listening.
Okay,
I'll
amazing.
just mute myself now.
Anyone else have any questions? Lisa, Carolyn, Caitlin, Ina.
Yeah.
Hi,
Yeah,
Lisa.
hi, this is Lisa. Thank you so much for the session. Yeah, I don't think I have any major questions. I'm really excited. I'm planning to do the summer one. I think that just fits with my life and
Amazing.
work a bit better. So I appreciated your comments about yeah, just the time it takes to coordinate all of the things. Yeah, I've been to Sugar Ridge before. It's such a beautiful place. Food is amazing. I went for a silent retreat a few years ago, and that was really lovely. So yeah, I'm really excited. My only question for you about that was I was just curious how big the size is there at the Sugar Ridge one.
It's similar to Nicaragua. Our summer intensives are smaller. Um, Again, it's around 28 to 30 people. That's our
Okay,
yeah. The winter
nice. Yeah,
program is
I
always our biggest program, and then the intensives we keep them a little smaller.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm really excited for the immersive piece that you talked about. Like I feel like there's a lot of value in that for me and yeah, looking forward to the people and the connections there. So, yeah,
Oh,
thanks for the time.
great.
I'm excited.
Awesome, Lisa. Okay, exciting. Anyone else? Any questions? Carolyn or Caitlin or Ina?
Hey, I
Hi.
was just gonna say thanks again for everything. I just signed up for Nicaragua
Yay!
this week, and I'm super excited, and it's awesome meeting you. You
Oh,
seem super awesome, and I can't wait to spend 10 days with you and really grow.
amazing.
So
And
thanks for today.
you're welcome. And with Allison, it was so fun.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't
Okay,
wait.
great. It'll be much warmer than Sudbury.
Yes. Yeah.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Carolyn.
Kinley.
Okay, if anyone else has any questions, if not, I'll let you all go off in your lovely evenings.
Good.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you very much.
You're
Appreciate the
Thank
time.
welcome. Thanks
you.
for listening in.
Thank you. Take
Take
care.
care. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
All right, have a good night.